Well, do you get nervous about the idea of going on a vacation or traveling through airports like we are right now?
We are here in Detroit Airport right now. Can be a busy, hopping little spot, but
Yeah, everybody's always worried these days. Is my luggage going to make it? Am I get there on time? Or my flight's going to be canceled? Today, we're going to show you what we do to travel and a few little tricks that we've learned along the way to be able to make it through all of the travel chaos.
yes.
So we started this day early this morning.
We did.
We started out home, sun was just coming up, we hit the road early, and that's part of the strategy is to make sure you get to the airport lots of time these days.
Yeah, don't try to run it tight because that's just causing you to have anxiety. And so, yeah, we love to sort of travel without anxiety. So we try to do all the things that we can do so that we can enjoy the travel day as much as possible and not be anxious about things. So tip number one is to give yourself lots of time.
Yes, and a lot of you have little ones at home like we do. Our little Bruno,
Little four-legged furry ones he's referring to.
he was dropped off this morning and he has some company. His nieces are keeping him busy right now. They are chasing him around the house, I'm quite sure, because they think he's very fascinating. I'm not sure he likes that.
They're quite enthralled with him. So it's always lovely when you have a place that you can drop off your little four-legged furry friend somewhere where you know that he's going to be well loved and looked after. So yes, that is part of the anxiety with traveling if you have a pet.
And one of the things we like to do is we fly from a local airport, which is a little bit smaller than the big international airports like we're in right now here in Detroit. And
When possible.
Yeah, we flew to Sault Ste. Marie when prices allow. Of course, it's going to be a little more expensive doing it that way, but we like that because it's easier, especially for us. We cross the border real easy, so we kind of clear immigration at the Canadian-US border instead of in the airport, so that saves us time when we get to the airport.
I would have to say, talking on that message, is one of the tips that have really saved us a lot of time and a lot of hassle many of places is having the Nexus card. If you're Canadian going on a cruise out of the US, having a Nexus card will save you hours throughout your journey.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we hit the small airports. The small airports are nice. Getting through securities, you know, maybe one or two people in line is your problem. And then, yeah, getting on the plane, small commuter plane, and then you end up at the big airport like we are today.
Yeah.
Okay, we are here in Detroit.
Hi.
Time to do a little bit of Dr. Odyssey. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, does this look familiar? Looks like we're getting on the Odyssey in Dr. Odyssey.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There's that tunnel they come through and they're getting onto the ship. Kind of looks a little bit like it does in Detroit when you're in the tunnel.
Yes.
So, speaking of being at the big airport, one of the things we want to show you too that helps alleviate some of the anxiety, of course, is the lounge life.
Yes, so having a nice place to spend your stopovers, which for us, we always have to have a stopover. So having access to a lounge has been a huge benefit. So we have the Platinum American Express card that allows us to have access to those lounges, though that has worked out really well for us. So happy that we've done that.
Yeah, there is a expensive upfront cost for an American Express Platinum card in Canada at least, but we find it's well worth it. If you travel more than 2 times a year, 3 times a year, with the cost of what lounges are or eating in airports and the cost of drinks and everything else and just the convenience, we find it's well worth our while. So if you get a chance, go check out our website, cruisingcanucks.com, and we do have links there for things like the American Express and also our luggage. One of the real things that makes it easy to get through the airports and less stress is luggage.
Absolutely. Having a functional piece of luggage with you that moves smoothly, is the right size to get past for carry-on onto every airplane, all of those things, that makes life a lot more easier too. So yes, we are very happy with our Level 8 luggage.
Yes, Level 8 rolls so smoothly, we can pack stuff on top of it. We can even sit on it and roll through the airport if we really wanted to. We don't, but we could. So speaking of luggage, one of the things we do to make sure we know where our luggage is we use air tags.
Again, another thing that helps with my anxiety when traveling. So yes, these little air tags are wonderful. We have them in all of our checked luggage, and I even put one in front of my wallet where our passports and money and all of the credit cards and all that kind of stuff is at. So that is linked to Mr. Canuck's telephone in case I ever misplace my purse or backpack.
Yeah, not just our checked luggage. I have it on our carry-on. We have it in backpacks, all that stuff, so we can trace where anything is at any given time to give us a little less anxiety when we're in the airports.
For sure.
And it's served us really well. We know when it's getting on the airplane, for example. If we're even at an airport, we know where it is. Another trick, too, is to take a picture of your luggage.
Yes, take a picture of your luggage, because if it does ever happen that your suitcase is lost and maybe the air tag tells you that it's somewhere in the airport, you can show that to a staff member and they can see what they're looking for when they go and look for it.
Yeah, so there you go. Air tags, pictures of your luggage. You can maybe track it. And the other thing we do is we travel with a lot of luggage. Trust me, there's a lot of dresses that get packed by somebody.
I don't travel light. We just met a couple, Jill from Sault Ste. Marie and her husband, that are telling me that they're about to get on an 8-day cruise and they're traveling with just a carry-on. I'm very envious of people that can do that. Unfortunately, I don't have that skill. So yes, we always have checked bags.
Checked bags, we have carry-ons. One strategy we have used in the past is a lot of times they will gate check your carry-ons, so you don't have to worry about actually dragging them on the airport. They'll take care of that. So there's a strategy that we've used quite a bit too, so we can get on the plane without any luggage, even though we've only checked 2 out of 4 bags. So that's a little bit of a trick we've learned too.
It's true.
Okay, so we spoke about the lounge. Let's go show you what that lounge life looks like. It's right behind us here. Let's go check out the Delta Lounge here in Detroit Airport.
All right. Hello, and so here we are going up the escalator into the Delta Lounge at Detroit Airport. One of my favorite lounges that we've been to so far. There's been some beautiful ones, but this one is very nice. All right, so here's a little look at the lounge life. We are in the Delta Lounge having a little lunch. So what you need to know, depending on what card you have and what access you have, depends on how many times you can use the lounge and if you can bring guests or not. So for instance, our card allows us to use it unlimited time, and we're also allowed to bring 1 guest each. And if we have more than that with us, so if we're traveling with family, we can pay a little upcharge to allow our family to join us. So we really like that perk.
Okay, so some of you might be wondering what's included in the lounge life. Obviously, comfortable seating is one of the big things that I like about it. But the other thing is drinks. So you have an assortment of drinks, including alcoholic drinks that are included with the lounge life. And there's lots and lots of food, which is one of the nice perks. And the meals change out. There's a breakfast, there's lunch, and there's dinner, and the items change based on what meal it is. And there's hot offerings, there's cold offerings, there's usually salads, there's healthy options, as well as there's usually some pasta, some meat. So there's all kinds of options. So yeah, you don't go hungry when you're here at the lounge, that's for sure. So you can see we've started. Both of us have a soup. I've got a little whiskey and diet. A little wine for Mrs. Canuck. And she's also got a little bit of some healthy looking stuff. Check this out.
A little salad there. There's a little Swiss and ham bun. But yes, little veggies.
And what do you say about the quality of the food usually at lounges?
Well, actually, we're always usually very happy at this lounge. Delta does a really good sort of meal prep, for sure.
We probably spent 20 years of our life traveling in airports and going to cruises and different destinations and thinking that lounges were for people that had first class and well beyond our means. We were shocked when we found out the reality. When we get this American Express card that gets us access to the lounges, we get into some premium lounges as well as the Delta lounges. There's usually at least 1 or 2, even at a small airport, that you can get into. But yeah, if you check into, there are options and ways to get into the lounges. That's more than just booking first class. In fact, this day and age, it probably takes some kind of a special card or some kind of membership that you can get in. And it has changed how we travel. Going from going to an airport and saying, oh no, we've got a long layover, we're like, oh, we got a long layover, we can hang out in the lounge. I can get some video editing done. We can have something to eat, something to drink, and we can relax and get the vacation started, which is the important thing. So when you start a vacation, do you think, you're going to be eating a lot of food, so you should eat a little bit of healthy mixed in with all the bad stuff, right? Like some broccoli? Or do you dive right in and go for the carbs, go for the garlic roll that you know is going to taste delicious? You're on vacation, right? Or do you do like Mrs. Canuck and go right to the sweets when you're in the lounge?
I did not go right to the sweet. Did you not film all my veggies I just ate?
Okay, we are done with the lounge.
We are.
And we are doing something dangerous.
Oh.
We are vlogging as we go on one of these moving sidewalks.
Okay.
So yeah, I see someone coming behind us too. We're not moving fast enough.
I'll have to move to the side so they can pass.
Okay, we're heading to our gate now, and this is the last time we're going to be in some cold weather for a while. We are heading to Florida and then the Caribbean. I wish we had some good advice about boarding a plane, but you kind of get the zone that you get. One thing we try to do is get on as early as we can if we have carry-on, because sometimes there's nowhere to put your carry-on. So, okay, we made it. Gate A12 to Fort Lauderdale. See you on the other side.
We have made it to Fort Lauderdale, just waiting for our bag from on the carousel.
Okay, we have checked our air tags. We know they're in the airport, so we know our luggage came here, and we just gotta wait for it to come out of the carousel. On top of that, if you pay attention to the Delta app, like some airlines have apps, it'll tell you what baggage carousel to go to, so you can find it real fast. So.
And what's really nice about our luggage is that they're bright yellow, so we can see them from far away. We don't have to crowd the carousel to get to them.
Well, good morning.
Good morning from Florida.
Yes, we successfully grabbed our luggage that we showed you last night, and now we are staying at a condo.
We are. Yes.
It is at the Club Wyndham, so it is a timeshare. Some people stay here as timeshare. I believe you can, if they have vacancies last minute, you can book it yourself. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's where we are today. So you can see a beautiful pool. We can enjoy some sunshine.
Yes.
One of the challenges people always have in Fort Lauderdale, specifically for cruises, in finding the right hotel. And wish we had some advice to give you. We find them all very expensive, and we find some of them are even expensive and rather dated.
Yes, it's true.
So our advice is there's a lot of them near the cruise ship in the airport. We just kind of stay there, we find the best deal we can, and then we head to the cruise.
Right.
One little trip too, when you come in from the airport, a lot of the hotels have a free shuttle.
They do.
But the hotels are all really close. So sometimes you wait for half an hour for a shuttle, or you pay $10 and you hop in a cab and you're at your hotel in 5 minutes. So we've done that before, even though it costs a little bit extra.
Yeah, it's usually beneficial in your time savings.
Yeah, so, and then also getting to the cruise ship the next day after you stay at that same hotel. A lot of them sell transfers to the cruise ship.
Yes.
And a lot of times they're not much different than the price of an Uber to get to the cruise terminal. But in the Uber, you can ride by yourself and get there on your own time.
Right.
So sometimes that's better than getting in a caravan packed full of people and luggage all at once. So.
Yeah, we've done that quite a few times. You're on your own schedule at that point.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll show you a little bit about having fun here today in Fort Lauderdale and what today holds before we get on our cruise tomorrow.
Yeah, so excited. Sorry, I was just going to say we're so excited to be going on Celebrity. Oh, I knew the wind was going to do that. Little windy here, but beautiful and hot and sunny.
And let's try this pool out.
Let's do it.
And this is the right way to start your vacation. Cold drink in the pool. Some palm trees in the background.
Nice. Well, mission accomplished. Ooh.
We were trying to show you how to survive the anxiety of traveling these days. And we successfully arrived in Florida. We arrived with everything here. We had a day to relax, which is what we recommend, is come in at least a day before. We came in 2 days earlier.
We did, yeah. It's nice to have a little bit of buffer because that helps just in case you do run into complications. So, yes, we were very happy that we got to be able to be here and have a wonderful day in Florida in the sunshine and the heat.
Yeah, not only that, we were able to treat ourselves, since this is a cruise vacation for us, we were able to treat ourselves by heading down towards the beach to have dinner tonight. And in the middle of doing that, we were also checking out some cruise ships that were leaving the port. We saw the Sun Princess that we're going to be on soon was leaving the port.
Yes.
We saw the Celebrity Beyond, which is a sister ship to the Apex we're going on tomorrow. And as well as there was half a dozen ships, so it's a great spot for ship spotting.
Ship.
Say that 3 times fast. And so we enjoyed just checking out all the ships that were in port, and then we had a nice dinner, but then we had a bit of a bonus after that.
We did.
Yes, there is a drone show. I don't think I've ever actually seen a drone show live before.
First time for us.
Yep.
New experience.
Yep, over the beach in Fort Lauderdale, they had a drone show, so we showed a little bit of that there. And yeah, that was really interesting to catch that. And I think almost everybody in Fort Lauderdale was there because the roads were packed.
Yeah, for sure. Pretty busy, pretty popular event.
Yep. So anyways, we are stress-free now to start our vacation fresh and ready tomorrow. The biggest problem we have is going to bed, making sure we get up on time to make it to the cruise port tomorrow. And of course, a lot of this wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for our friends Bruce and Tawny, that they helped us set us up at the condo here.
With them, yeah.
At Club Wyndham. So that was wonderful to have that as an option.
Yes.
So instead of having to stay at a hotel and kind of navigate that ourselves and get a rental car.
Yes, we're very fortunate to have such wonderful friends.
Exactly. Maybe that's the best advice at the very end is, make some good friends so you can travel together and you can help each other out, right?
Yeah, lots of great times.
So hopefully that was helpful to see how we do it, and hopefully it helps you kind of de-stress the idea of travel and take away some of that anxiety. But it really does just go through all these things and just kind of do what you can to make it work for yourself. Yeah. And traveling is definitely worth the effort. The time and a little bit of stress, even if it comes to that, because it pays dividends and gives you memories for a lifetime.
For sure.
Okay, take care, everybody, and be sure to watch the vlog series that are going to follow. Or we're going to be on 2 different cruise ships. A new cruise line for us and a brand new ship that's just come out lately.
So excited. Will you be able to sleep tonight? Will you be too excited?
Yes, and that'll be good stress, is not being able to sleep because I'm so excited about the next vacation tomorrow.
That's right.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching us.